Hey there, I'm Samara Lynn, lead analyst with PCMag, here with Sasha Segan, and we are broadcasting live from the PCMag lab in New York, and welcome to today's PCMag live show. We got some top tech stories for you today. We have a really great reader question, and we have a really cool thing that we pulled out of the lab to show you. So let's get right to it. So Sasha, one of the big news stories today we have is from our site. That is the 100 best products of 2013. Now, every year we compile this list, and this year it's 100 products in 99 categories out of over 2,000 products that we review in the labs every year.
When this story comes out, it always just hits me how many products we review.
Yeah.
I mean, we churn more reviews than definitely almost anyone else, probably anyone else in general. And just so much stuff comes through this lab, and we have to filter it down. And the things in this story are just the best thing we've seen between November and November in each category.
That's right. And now some of the products aren't on our particular beats, but just a quick rundown. We very rarely give 5 stars. 5 out of 5 star reviews.
I don't think I gave a 5-star review this year.
Yeah, well, we had some products that were 5-star earners. They include Grand Theft Auto 5, Lego Mindstorms EV3, Space Team for Android,
IFTTT. It's one of Jill's Get Organized things. It helps you stay organized.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Photoshop Flipboard for iPad.
Leica camera lens. Yeah.
And the Olympus OMD mirrorless camera. Now, Sasha, you had some great products in your beat. So
yeah, I'm responsible for nominating the mobile networks and the phones and the tablets and all of that. For the best mobile network of the year, actually, we chose Verizon LTE, which is interesting because AT&T won our fastest mobile network test earlier this year. But Verizon wins so overwhelmingly in our readers' choice. Our readers, this huge survey we do of people who look at PCMag.com, they prefer Verizon over AT&T so heavily that it really overbalanced the scale, that they were competitive when it came to speed and reliability, but the readers really made the decision on which one would be the best network of the year. Then, of course, we also have the iPhone 5S, the Samsung Galaxy S4, the new iPads, the Nexus 7. These are all, predictably, you'd think they were the best products of the year from the way we've been talking about them all year, and they are.
Yeah, it's a big year for mobile. And actually, one of the best products, too, is kind of a surprise, a sleeper hit. It was a NAS, which we don't often get in that category, but it's a phenomenal, and we did award it 5 stars. It's Synology's DiskStation DS1812 Plus NAS. It's an amazing piece of equipment. It offers great data protection, great drive recovery, wonderful read-write performance. So, and of course, you can check out all the reviews for these products on PCMag.com's site. So, all right. So now we have our second news story, which is this Chromebook 11 being pulled from stores.
Oh, this is a little humiliating for HP. I mean, everybody's had this happen to them. There have been Sony exploding battery scandals. There have been Apple exploding battery scandals. In this case, it is an HP Chromebook AC adapter catches on fire scandal. And because some of the AC adapters are catching on fire, HP and Google have pulled all the Chromebook 11s from the stores, and they're setting them up again with new AC adapters so that they won't catch on fire. Is this a big deal? I don't know. It's a big deal, obviously, if you want to buy an HP Chromebook, but we don't even recommend that as our top Chromebook anyway. We recommend that you buy the Acer C7 instead.
There you go.
So it's a little embarrassing for HP, but I think this happens to everybody at some point.
It sounds like it was a batch, maybe in a bad manufacturing batch. So we'll see. At least they're on top of it. So now we talk about Snapchat is in the news. And Sasha, give us a little background just in case anyone over the age of 25 is familiar with Snapchat.
Okay, well, what's happening here is that Snapchat is this photo social messaging app where the photographs are supposed to disappear within a few minutes. And it's very, very heavily used by teenagers because teenagers are embarrassed by everything. And so they get this level of disinhibition by knowing that they can send a photo and it will supposedly disappear within a few minutes. At the beginning of Snapchat's rise, a lot of people said, oh, this is a sexting application. But as we watched it develop and as we watched it become more popular, we realized it's not used primarily for sexting. It's used primarily because these kids are, the existence of being a teenager is a very nervous one. And to not have to commit to a photo being permanent is very relaxing for them.
Sure.
But so this has a lot of teenagers using it. And so Facebook, which is losing their teenagers right now, was eyeing Snapchat very closely and saying, hey, if we pick you guys up, maybe we get some of those kids back. And they apparently offered Snapchat $3 billion, and Snapchat turned them down.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's pretty hot property now as far as investors and buyers, potential buyers.
Yeah, I mean, USA Today says that the reason Snapchat turned them down, it's not out of any sort of, moral qualm. It's because they have more investors knocking on their door with more money. And this just feels like, it feels like a bubble. Facebook's worth $100 billion, Twitter's worth $25 billion. What do these numbers even mean?
Do you use Snapchat, Sasha?
I do not use Snapchat.
If Anthony Weiner used it, he might be our mayor today, right?
I still think his candidacy may have had some other problems.
Okay, well. That's for another talk. So we have a great reader question, as I mentioned. So Chris asked us on my latest wireless switch column, which is a Wi-Fi tips piece. Great question. Chris asked, we live in a typical size house with cable for internet coming into the north side of the house. Now, our router does not provide a good signal to the south side of the house, so we bought an extender, a wireless extender. The extender does not provide an adequate signal for all users on the south side of the house, so we have to move the extender around the house, depending on who's using it for which purpose. Now, one question I've never seen answered on this topic, Chris asked, is can you have multiple extenders on the same network?
Now, the first thing that jumps out at me about this question is the phrase, a typical size house, which just fills me with pain and sadness as I am raising an entire family in a closet under the stairs.
Yeah, it probably differs from in the city area than out in the suburbs and stuff. But in a typical size house, I would say anywhere, actually, yes. You can have multiple extenders on one wireless network. The question is, do you want to do that? No. Here's why. Because extenders tend to slow down Wi-Fi throughput. So the more extenders you have on a network, the greater your chances of negatively impacting your wireless signal. Better solution, what you want to do, I would try moving the router. See if there's interference issues. If you currently have an extender, try moving the extender. If you have a router that's, say, it's about 5 years old, you might want to have to just bite the bullet, and you might want to have to upgrade that hardware. So I would say there are certain things you can do before you want to talk about adding extenders to your network. So
now I've got to say, even in my closet under the stairs, we have an extender because we're in a very old, very solidly built pre-war building. And there's kind of an L-shaped turn in the apartment where we turn into the kitchen and home office. And it's all these thick structural walls.
Right.
So we had to put an extender right at that turn so that the Wi-Fi signal could basically bounce off of that and get down the hall to the home office.
That's right. I mean, it's a trick. It's not an exact science. You really have to kind of do a lot of trial and error as far as placing these things. So, Chris, try a couple of those suggestions before you go out and get other extenders. So that's it for the question. And Sasha, we got our one cool thing of the day here. And what is this little guy?
This is the Asus Transformer TF701 tablet.
You got that.
And now, like other things in the Transformer range, it has a detachable keyboard. The TF701 is the latest Android version of this tablet. We looked at the Windows version recently, and it has a super high resolution 2560 by 1600 screen, a nice fast NVIDIA Tegra 4 processor. It folds up into this little Android-powered laptop, great build quality, not so great battery life, and also there's just the whole question of larger Android tablets and productivity software is still out there, especially as the Intel Bay Trail tablets are now hitting with Windows with Windows 8 Pro. You have this great form factor, but the Android Office software is not necessarily up to the task that this form factor predicts. So we really like the TF701. Our review is up on PCMag.com, but is it an editor's choice? Well, when you're going up against the iPad and you're going up against these new low-cost Windows tablets, that's really tough competition.
You like it better than the Chromebook 11, though?
Yeah, I still like it better. Well, I like this better than Chromebooks in general, and here's why, okay? I still don't get devices that become severely crippled when they're not connected. And Android, at least, is fully functional when it's not on the internet. And that's, that is a deal breaker for me with computing.
There you go. I think that's it for us today. So thank you so much for joining us at PCMag Live. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, or all over the internet. We're here this time every day. And please send us reader questions. Comment on our articles. Send them to our email accounts. We'll answer them. If we can't get on the show, we'll try to answer. So thanks a lot. Have a wonderful day, and join us tomorrow.